World War II, over 22,000 Australians were prisoners of war in Southeast Asia and more than 8,000 in Europe. They used to say the first thing American prisoners of war did was to work out how to buy and sell stuff. First thing the British did was work out how to keep the officers and enlisted men separate. You know, how to keep the social order intact. And the Australians, they just worked out how to look after each other.
Even now, Australians still look after each other wherever they are, on the beach, in the bush, and perhaps most importantly, in the workplace. It's hard to believe and even harder to accept, but around 2,000 Australians die each year from accidents and diseases in the workplace. And it's estimated that the number of workplace deaths and accidents is greater than the national road toll. But the good news is employers, employees and organisations like Safe Work SA and the SHOP Distributive and Allied Employees Association are working hard to prevent deaths, accidents and illnesses at work, especially in the retail sector. Together, focused and determined. By 2012, we will have slashed fatalities at work by 20% and injuries at work by 40%. This is the challenge. Failure is not an option. And in the front line are our health and safety representatives, people just like you, who look after their mates in the workplace.
I run a business and I employ a lot of people, full-timers, part-timers, casuals. They're all important to me. So when even one of my people gets hurt or gets sick from something at work, it affects everybody personally. It affects the business, and that affects everybody's jobs, including mine. So I take health and safety in the workplace very seriously. But I can't be everywhere all the time, and I don't have eyes on the back of my head. That's why my health and safety reps are so important. They're my eyes and ears, and when they speak, I listen.
As the elected H&S representative at your work, you have an important and sometimes quite powerful voice. It's a critical role, one respected by your employer and your workmates. As a health and safety rep, you look after the physical and mental safety and the financial security of your workmates and their families. It's important work, and the government is right behind you, protecting you and your role with a strong act of Parliament.
We didn't have a health and safety rep in our workplace, but we really needed one. Everyone agreed, including management. I nominated, we had an election, and I was voted in. It's a really good thing to do. For me and everyone I work with, including the boss, I got all the training I needed, and the training is kept updated. I've got a voice in the workplace and a whole new set of skills and contacts. And when there's an issue, I sit down with a range of different people, including management, to sort stuff out. But the main thing for me is that I'm helping look after people. And in our sector, there's a lot to look after. Lifting and twisting, slips, trips and falls, ladders, knives, scissors and slicers, electrocution, and bullying and harassment.
In South Australia, we want to double the number of H&S reps we have. We want people who are reliable and sensible, people who understand the importance of keeping everyone safe at work. If your area doesn't have at least one H&S rep, then now's the time to act. Get your work group together, nominate and elect your H&S rep. It's easy to do, and your employer will make sure you have the time to do it. The process is simple and straightforward, and there's places you can go for information. There are also people who can help you, like the people from the SDA, for instance, or the people from Safe Work SA. Health and safety reps, looking after your mates in the workplace. There's not too many jobs that are more important. For information on how to go forward, ring Safe Work SA on 1300 365 255 or the SDA on 1800 806 398.